bottom section that I've glued up. I've got a good reasonably even gap all the way around there, well not gap but protuberance over the rib, so I'm happy at that. It goes all the way around to the centre where I've got that clamp. And these are obviously all the clamps I made for doing this job with. The clamps that are around are basically just holding everything more or less in place. There are some discrepancies, mainly on the other side, but obviously they will centre out when I start yanking and pulling and stretching, so that should be okay. The only other job I've done is this one here. There was a lot of I'll take that off for a minute actually. There was a lot of damage there. There was a lot of flaking off of the top layer, and every time I touched it, it basically just started to disintegrate. So what I've done, I've used a bit of Brazilian mahogany. This particular shape is only like this because it covers the damage that's there. So there's no specific reason for that shape. At the moment I haven't cut in these sections here. I did a few trial pieces. I wasn't happy with the outcome, so my bravery might not get the better of me on this one, and I might just leave it blank. It's all behind the neck, so it's not exactly on show 24/7. I've also, can't remember if I videoed it or not actually, I've also sanded down the top. That went back to 400, and it's now filthy. It's been French polished, and it will now get rubbed down to probably 800 grit. Another couple of coats of French polish, and then it'll be buffed, and that'll be it. I haven't bothered doing any toning areas as with the original. It was toned around the shoulders and the heel, etc. What I will do is on the sides and around the seat-bouts where it does get darker, when that's all sanded off back to bare timber, that will, and around here, around that section there, that will be toned down. As you can see, that's a lot lighter in the middle than it is on the ribs and the edges, so that will be coloured down a little bit to create some contrast. And I shall also do the same on the back, but I'm quite happy with that colour on the front. It's a natural colour. It's the natural colour of the wood and the French polish, and I'm quite happy with the way it's turned out. There's obviously not much of a shine on it at the moment because still got some work to do. But the next job will be basically from here all the way around to here. That'll get glued next. Actually maybe to here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this area here free, so when I slide the neck in, I can tap it in, make sure it's tight, and any overhang that's in there can be planed, filed off probably, because there's not a lot of room in there. so that this fits up nice and snugly against it. When the neck's in and glued, that then can be finished and completed. So when this is glued up and completed to this section here, I will then go obviously over to the other side and glue that up. So instead of being able to do it in one hit, which would have been nice, I'm going to do it in 4 hits. Once this side is glued, actually I may be able to make some stretches up to do some pushing and some pullers and various bits and pieces, in which case I may be able to do the whole side up to this similar point here. I'll turn the base on its side to administer the glue. Right in there is the sound post. A bit of wood for doing that one. I'll put it down somewhere, as usual. Base back on its back so that the glue doesn't run everywhere. I don't want it to run to anyway. Right. There we go. Just here, I just need to stretch the seat out a little bit. On its side, so any bits and drips etc. will stay on the bit where it's supposed to be. I know all you purists out there will be saying, oh, you should be using melted animal bone and fish glue and Scotch glue. If it was an Amati or something like that, then fair enough, but it's not. It's a lovely instrument, and it's a good working instrument, so I shall use materials that will keep it working for many more years to come. All glued up there, both sides equally. There's a where the neck fits in there. What I'm going to do is leave that a bit flapping loose until the neck goes in. I think I've already said that. So we'll get the neck fitted, glued in, and then we'll glue that back onto there. And that's it then, that's the body sorted. Pretty good, and it's just a case of rubbing down, get the finish back on it.